orange and black. The scene just a short time ago. They were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Steelers.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll toss this out right for Conner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then... Followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's the Steelers' new signee for 2020, Dustin Colquitt, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
10 at the 44-yard line.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Washington now out of the gun. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. It kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
1st and goal at the 5.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 12-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
On third down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. He's got a man. Complete. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 89 yards. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
It is nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Farland, the Steeler ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Joe Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A toss left. Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards there. 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back. Burrow from his own end zone. Slant pass to Boyd. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 11.
Mixon. And he's got room. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield. It got his man complete. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Bengals 7-yard line.
Ben to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
It certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Burrow going deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's go.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Here's Robinson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Nelson on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On first, here's Washington. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
The tackle made.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Number 28.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Mixon with it. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Burrow going for it on fourth. And he's got Rodgers. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chester Rodgers, his fourth touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool, but it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ebron caught left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Now here's Ross. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? Best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. 2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Again, it's Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Man open right side, it's Rodgers. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
Yeah, that, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Matt Bosher now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Again, McFarland. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd down.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
For a Cincinnati
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And they will take a knee here.
Tonight.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Cincinnati, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts.